Okay, it's because.
Okay, so imagine you're sinking into a pool of bodies. As you sink towards the bottom, you feel a hand brush against your face and another grab your throat. I felt myself sinking into that pool of water. So it's 2004, it's October, and my church is organizing this field trip for the Missionette Girls Club. And everyone's excited to go. It's $40 to go. I really wanted to go. I tell my mom, Mom, they're doing this field trip and I really want to go. And she didn't really care about it, so she's just like, you get $40 by the end of the week and you can go, obviously. But the children's church also had this tradition where they would take an offering if it was your month, if it was your birthday that month. So my birthday is in October, so they took an offering for me. Guess how much money I got? $40. That's what I got. So I was so excited, and I told my mom, she's okay, you can go. So we went the next week, and as the only 8-year-old there, I was the youngest, and the coordinator insisted on following me everywhere. She's like, I'm going to go hold your hand, I'm going to sit by you, I'm going to watch you as you sleep. And I didn't like that. I was like, I'm going on this trip, I pretty much paid for this trip, I'm a grown-up. But as we drove away from my driveway on the bus, I saw my little sister Glory running up to our screen door, and she went to say goodbye to me, but she was too late, and we already passed away, and she started crying, and seeing her start crying made me start crying. I realized I wasn't a grown-up. So we got there, and the most highly anticipated activity was a zip lining activity. And all 100 students and teachers, everyone lined up to get on this zip line, except for the coordinator and me and this other girl who was just there. You see, the coordinator, she was kind of a heavy-set woman, so she was kind of like just hanging out in the back. She didn't want to go on. But the other teacher was like, no, you have to get on. One guy was like, come on, Patsy mate, it's fun, you got to get on. And she was like, I don't know. And she was more worried about me. And so she squinted at me. She's like, will you be okay? And I'm like, I'm fine. You can get on. So she went on, and she was having way too much fun. She was like, whee! And her scream was like rippling the water. And when she got on, it was straight. And by the time she got off, it looked more like a banana than a safe zip line. I was like, And then the girl next to me, we were like friends, we were rebels, we're not going to get on there. And somehow they convinced her to get on. I was like, some friend. And then they were trying to convince me to get on, and just looking at the muddy water gave me this like nauseating sensation of drowning. So I was like, no, I can't get on. They're like, come on. I was like, no way on God's green earth are you going to convince me to cross a 12-foot pool full of snakes and alligators. No, I'm not going to get on, especially after remembering the time I nearly drowned. I remember I was like circling this community pool at my aunt's house, and it was all my cousins, and we're just running and playing this game of tag. And there's this one boy who's for a different family, and he was just like pushing girls into water, you know, 5-year-old love. And so he started chasing me, and I don't remember what happened that second. I don't know if I slipped or he pushed me in, but I just remember I was suddenly sinking into the water. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to drown, I'm going to die. I felt the water just like coming into my lungs. I just started praying. I was like, oh my God, oh God. And then I heard a voice say, move to the left. So I didn't even forgot how to move. I was paralyzed. But somehow I found myself slowly reaching the end, and then I blacked out. And when I woke up, I was crying. I felt this sensation of drowning again when I went to the high school. Me and my conjoined twin brother were separated, and I felt alone. I sat by myself at lunch. I sat in the back of classes. I was in this strange pool. But then, after a couple weeks, I started getting used to this pool of people. And just when I was getting used to this pool of people, I moved to New Tech. And here, everyone was with these like glasses and beady eyes, and everyone was nerdy, everyone was talking about walking to Echo, and everyone was taking filter breaks, and I was like, I'm in the wrong ocean. I felt like a fish out of water. But then, after a week, I got used to it. I had a presentation the next week, and then I started making friends really quickly. I was no longer a fish out of water. I was more of an amphibian, and I'd reached the end of the pond. I still can't swim, and I only stand in water that I'm taller in, but I'm getting more comfortable in such sticky situations. Very soon I'll be going to a new pool, a new taller pool, college, and I know in that pool I can't stand in it because it will be taller than me. But rather than letting the cold, fast-moving water fill my lungs, I'll swim.